Welcome to Late Night at North Texas. I'm joined again by my co-host, Fawn. How are you feeling tonight?
Great, like $1,000,000.
Hey, speaking of $1,000,000, thanks to some really great advice from my business major roommate, we were able to make an insurance claim on all of the lost gear from the last episode.
Oh, how much did they give you?
Well, just enough for one day rental for this slick new soundboard.
That's it? That's just enough to buy this.
Rented.
You know, we could have used that money for our salaries.
Womp womp.
Naomi, what are you doing here?
Auga.
Why are you making all the noises for the soundboard?
Ding 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 ding.
Cadence, why is Naomi doing all these noises?
Oh, I couldn't really figure out how to get this to work, so I just got Naomi to do it out of her own free will. Right, Naomi?
Ding 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 ding.
Well, as long as it doesn't interrupt the news.
Yow!
Works for me. The Vatican has recently come out and announced that Pope Francis has canceled a meeting with the Rome deacons due to a mild flu. Funny, that's the same excuse I use to get up going to church.
Do you think other people get really intimidated when the Pope sneezes and they say, bless you?
Well, I don't know. Aren't sneezes like you're supposed to be sneezing out the devil? So would the Pope sneeze?
Ooh, that's a good question. So, because if they have the devil in them, they can't be the Pope.
Yeah, that's how they cancel them out. Like, you sneeze, you're done for.
Right, it's like the old Bible verse. If thy sneezes, thou shalt not please as the Pope. A Maryland couple has officially broken the world record for attending the most concerts in a year, setting a record of 135. When asked what their favorite concert was, the couple answered with a definitive, huh?
And you know, I really thought that I would, did you say concerts? I thought I would enjoy those concerts more than I did.
Are you good? You're like talking loud.
Do I eat food?
I'd hope so.
I don't know what you're, yes.
Okay, cool. Glad we got there.
A new lawsuit has been filed against dating apps for addictive behaviors. The CEO of Tinder responded by saying, swipe left.
Imagine how much of an ego you have to make yourself the CEO of Firewood.
Man, you gotta have like a big head for that, huh?
Right.
Or a hot head,
Ooh, that's a nice one.
because they're lit.
That's not as a nice one. After the online popularity of Madame Web and Morbius, Sony has announced the next movie in their cinematic universe. Fans are excited for the long-awaited Big Wheel movie, where we'll explore the thrilling origins of Big Wheel and how we got such a big wheel.
You know, I'm really excited for it.
Wow, you just keep it going, huh?
It's a big deal
Yeah.
for a big wheel.
Keep one more. You got it. You got one
Wheel
more in
of
you.
fortune. Speaking of fortunate, Trump made a pair of shoes. They're worth $400, but they cost $20 to make. That's a pretty huge discrepancy. I sure hope they don't find anything important like that in his net worth or taxes. But at least the extra shoe money might be able to cover his bail.
Wow, making solid gold shoes out of just $20 is pretty amazing.
You think he makes them out of solid gold?
I mean, I'd hope so. I mean, his parachute's made out of solid gold, right? Like the presidential parachute.
Right, so does that save him from falling and dying?
Well, yeah, it works better than like a regular parachute because it's made of gold. It's like Minecraft.
Oh, so like you can enchant the items.
Right. He can't get diamond though. That's only for the president.
Oh yeah, and he's not president anymore.
Yeah. Womp womp. Beyonce has made history with new country singles 16 Carriages and Texas Hold'em. Not only did she become the first black woman to top the country billboards, but she also became the first country artist in the last 20 years to sing about something other than how much her beer-chugging trucks loves America.
I love Beyonce.
Yeah, me too.
And that's how I feel. A toddler has been rescued after getting stuck in a claw machine. When their mother asked how they got in there, she replied, "Oh, I recommend it completely. The best babysitting gig I've ever had."
Reporters were also curious why it took so long. Many first responders were called to the scene, but if there's anything I know is that those claw machines just won't hold on to soft things.
Well, I mean, okay, so when I was trying to get them out, right? And it took a while because it was kind of fun just to grab them and have them like hang around and woo, woo, and then just drop them back down.
Yeah. Well, it's actually good for them because, it makes them taller.
Oh yeah, it elongates the spine.
Yeah,
Right?
that's how it became a thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
You were like the experiment for it.
Yeah, I was the prototype. Look what that got me on
That's
a late
crazy.
night show.
Well, an outrage has arisen in the UK after Domino's released a new dessert treat, Cadbury Egg Cookies. Former British Health Minister Lord James Bethell has blasted Domino's for this addition, stating the executive team, the board, and the shareholders should be ashamed of themselves. Honestly, I'd be ashamed if I were Domino's too. Who would eat a British pizza?
I mean, and look at King Charles. I mean, look what that got him. Dead mom.
Womp womp.
We've got another great show lined up. We're sitting down with Kristen Bigley from the UNT Collab, and later the cast has beef with a team building specialist. All that and more tonight on Late Night at North Texas. Welcome back to Late Night at North Texas. We are now joined by Kristen Bigley from the UNT Collab. Thank you for being here.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Now, of course, I have to start with a question of what is UNT Collab and what do you guys kind of do?
Sure. We get asked that every single day when people walk into the venue. We're a really unique operation, quite honestly, both for the university and for a downtown. We are a collaborative venue that does a little bit of retail, some gallery stuff that changes about once a month. We host events in the space, which it's almost like an off-campus union rentable space. And we also host students as learning lab opportunities. So we work with students on campus for different projects. And then every semester we have at least 1 to 2 interns that work with us for credit. And that's primarily CMHT, so the College of Merchandising, Hospitality, and Tourism. So we're kind of like a welcome center for downtown and the campus, and we bridge meaningful things that happen on campus so that the community can engage with that, as well as just offer the space up as a community venue for other things that are happening.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
What made you want to become the director of UNT Collab?
I spent a lot of time in Denton growing up, and I couldn't wait to get out. And then I left and moved around a bit and did a corporate gig for 20 years where I traveled a lot. And I really missed having a community, and specifically the Denton community. So we moved back here about 10 years ago, and when the opportunity presented itself that we would have this opening here, it was kind of my ideal job opportunity to get involved with the community, to not have to travel, to have an artistic element to what I got to do day in and day out, because that's my background, but also a commerce element because that's what I spent my 20 corporate years doing. So it's kind of like the marriage of all the perfect things I was looking for. It felt like it was meant to be.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And so you have like history and art.
Yes.
Do you like want to be an artist always, or?
Pretty much, yes.
That's cool.
Yes, I have a degree in sculpture, so studio art, and then later converted that into metalsmithing. So working at a
metalsmithing.
smaller scale. Yeah.
What's your favorite part about metalsmithing? That sounds really cool.
I think for me, it's just the ability to create something, start to finish, that you then get to wear and enjoy every day, or send out into the world and someone else gets to wear and enjoy. It's like, my background's in sculpture, these feel like miniature sculptures in a way. And it's something that it becomes sort of a part of who you are. And anyway, you also get to work with hammers, and you get to beat on metal, and that's really gratifying too.
Yeah.
So it's a great stress reliever.
And how does your background in art like really help you with the collab? And do you get to like use that to help other students?
Absolutely. I mean, I think, especially from the gallery aspect, we do have gallery exhibitions that we rotate once a month or more. A lot of times we're doing student exhibitions. We, for example, have an MFA exhibition that's up this semester, and we always offer the space up for several BFA exhibitions. So we get to work directly with those students. And sometimes it's the first time they're exhibiting work in a physical gallery location, so it's a learning experience for them. But a lot of times we just get work dropped off and we have to curate the show and we have to hang it or figure out how it works in the space. So that artistic background serves me daily.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
And I know Stefan has a couple of questions for you too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just wanted to know, like, how would like local musicians and artists go about, like, you know, getting in touch and everything to like hold events and collaborate with you guys?
Sure.
With like events and exhibitions and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
you know, we have a limited calendar of gallery exhibitions that we have room for. So we really do prioritize UNT-related exhibitions or group exhibitions. Those types of things allow us to get kind of the most bang for the buck with the space and get a lot of artists in the space and interacting within the community. So those are some of the ways we really like to use the space. As far as musicians, we are very open to anyone who would like to use this space from a performance-based standpoint. We would just have to collaborate on what that looks like. So they can email us. They can get in touch with us through our website. We actually have a submission form on our website where they can submit inquiries for the gallery or for other performances and events.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty like efficient.
Mostly. We try to be.
So which like gallery exhibition has been your favorite that's been held at the collab?
So, it's a tough one because they're all so different. So I would say there's kind of two standout favorites that I have. The first one was we got to host a special collections exhibition, which focused on the Willie Nelson archive that was donated by a local alumni, Steve Brooks. And so for Willie's 90th birthday celebration, which happened last April, we were able to showcase on both floors of the building, I think it was close to 100 different pieces from the archive of t-shirts, ticket stubs, posters from like the 70s and 80s that this designer created for Willie and his touring group. So it's really unique. And that all lives in special collections now. And those special collections archives are available, but most people don't access them. So for us to be able to exhibit them and bring these things out for people to experience them, it was really cool. Plus we did like a tribute concert and some other fun events around that. So that was really great. And then just kind of a personal favorite because we worked so hard to do it and it involved the community was our Squared exhibition last July, where we donated the proceeds from 12-inch square canvases to the UNT Food Pantry. So we had about 87 canvases returned back to us that we hung up in July, and we had an opening reception where we sold those off for $25 each, and then we had several that were silent auctioned, and we raised over $2,000 for the food pantry.
Wow.
So we're gonna repeat that again this July.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we're real excited about that. Although we're making a few slight changes to it just to tweak it for the second year.
Ooh, that's intriguing.
Yes.
Can't wait to see how that turns out.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
And then, you know, you're someone who seems pretty well-cultured, someone who is, you know,
Thank you.
someone who has a history in art
Yes.
and, you know, metalsmithing
Yes.
and sculpture. I have a question for you. Do you believe that a hot dog is a sandwich? And if it's not a sandwich, what is it?
Stefan asks the tough
Wow,
questions.
I was not anticipating that. I would have to say it's a sandwich.
It's a sandwich?
I would, because the bun wraps around the dog, and so you've got various condiments and dressings that
Right.
you would put in it like a sandwich. So I would go with yes, it is a sandwich.
Interesting.
Just a long, thin sandwich.
Right. What do you think of the idea that a hot dog is a taco?
Yeah, I see where you're going with that. Tacos are my favorite food.
Oh, wow.
Tacos are not sandwiches.
They're not sandwiches, no.
No, tacos are not sandwiches.
Yeah, I agree with you
Yeah.
on that one. Yeah. Cadence,
Do you
have
need
any
further
other questions?
explanation?
Yeah, actually, I would love
Oh.
further explanation.
Should have.
We actually,
Quiet.
speaking of hot dogs, I'm kidding.
Yeah, hot dogs are not my favorite food, but tacos are. So that's the further explanation.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, I was going to get back into your donations. Do you guys do like a lot of events to like help out other communities in Denton?
Anytime we can partner with a nonprofit that makes sense to elevate what they're doing and amplify their message, we love to do that. So it just, yeah, when it makes sense for us to be a partner, we do.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And I know like Denton area, it's very diverse, and so like, do these like students really like, is CoLab sit on that diversity? Like, do you guys?
I would have to say one of our kind of tenets of what we like to do is to amplify different messages from campus, from a diverse collection of what UNT represents. So, we've hosted things like the Denton Black Film Festival every year. We host an art exhibition that's connected with that film festival at the end of January every year as as kind of a sponsored, featured partnership. And we've held other exhibitions and things where faculty have presented to us and have come to us with ideas for different types of gallery shows or events that they think would be meaningful. And we absolutely look for those opportunities to showcase that diversity. Yeah.
Do you guys have any upcoming events?
We do. Well, the Squared show, which will be in July. So we also do First Fridays, and that is something that we kind of really got behind about 18 months ago. So the first Friday of every month, we stay open 2 hours later than we normally do. So we'll stay open until 8 p.m. And we typically host a gallery opening reception for that. And that's open to the public. So it's a fun thing to do on that first Friday of every month.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out.
Yeah, you should.
Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for joining us. Let's give a big hand to Kristen Bigley. We'll be right back with more at Late Night at North Texas. Welcome back. Here on Late Night, we talk a lot about celebrities, but sometimes it's important to get to the center of who they are. Let's learn more as we discuss things celebrities can't live without. Here's the first one. Billy Joe Armstrong can't live without his magic leather jacket that's kept him the same age for 30 years.
Armstrong. Wasn't that the biker who got like busted for doing steroids?
No, Quinn. That's Lance Armstrong.
Oh.
I think that guy, he landed on the moon, like the first one.
Oh yeah, the first one.
Guys, sorry to butt in. Thinking of the wrong one. It's a stretchy arm guy.
Oh, that makes so much more
You're
sense
so
about the
right.
leather jacket now.
Right.
Well, the NFL can't live without their tracker on Taylor Swift, so they know where to point the cameras.
Well, who is y'all's favorite celebrity on NFL?
Ice Spice.
I
I
like
like the
the-
Temu commercials.
I like the guy who lived in a pineapple under the sea.
What was
What's
his
his name?
name?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
I've never heard of him before.
SpongeBob SquarePants. And speaking of her, Taylor Swift can't live without her jet keys and travel-sized bottle of fuel.
She's trying to tell us something.
I swear, exactly. Like, come on, like the locations, they spell out something.
spell-
I don't know what, but they do.
It's gonna be on the new album.
Exactly.
I think she's writing limericks because they're like the tortured poets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos can't live without his old $100 bills for cleaning up spills.
Do you think like Jeff Bezos, even though he's bald, he like still gets dandruff? So when he like gets dandruff, it like comes off like a helmet.
I feel like that'd be really embarrassing if you're bald and get dandruff.
Yeah.
Bald.
Yeah.
Do bald people use shampoo
Or do you use like hand soap?
or
Oh.
face wash?
Maybe they just wash it with like Nair all the time.
You know,
like that shit.
I think billionaires are just like us. Like, we also can't live without money.
That was really deep, thank you.
Yeah.
Leonardo can't. Leonardo DiCaprio. Fuck. Leonardo DiCaprio can't live without his favorite alarm clock set for his current girlfriend's 25th birthday.
You know you're getting old when you're older than his current girlfriend.
Exactly, Quinn. You know, sooner or later, you're not going to be able to date him either.
I gotta get 5 years.
Clock's ticking.
Exactly.
Well, Mark Zuckerberg can't live without his most realistic human suit.
You know, I heard that he saves the really nice ones for special occasions.
Like grilling meats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he has them on an iPad, like in Clueless. But I think he's gonna switch to the Neuralink soon. So
Of course.
Do you think he like goes on Facebook Marketplace with it and he's just like, oh, I like that one?
yeah.
Yeah.
You think it chafes?
Well, the different ones would, right?
Oh, yeah.
It depends on where it's chafing though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where does he hide his tail?
Tom Cruise can't live without his wooden blocks that tie to his car pedals.
Just like Quinn.
You're shorter than me.
If you say so.
Okay. Well, you're just telling a tall tale, I guess.
I mean, we haven't seen Quinn and Tom Cruise in the same room before, so I'm just saying.
Wait,
How
Quinn,
tall is he?
Let me see
Isn't
your
he
teeth.
like 5'5"?
Let me see your teeth. Are they crooked?
I had braces, so I hope
Oh,
not.
okay. Tom Cruise did.
Yeah, clearly.
Christopher Nolan can't live without his disposable IMAX cameras.
Film Bros, that one's for you.
Okay.
I love having rolls and rolls of film in the back of my car.
What do you shoot?
I was about to make a your mom joke, but I can't do that.
Well.
Ralph Macchio can't live without reminding everyone he was in The Karate Kid.
Wasn't it Jaden
That's who
Smith?
he was.
I thought it was Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, Jaden Smith was on that podcast.
Oh.
Yeah.
What does he talk about? He doesn't talk about regular
He
things.
talks about the socio-economical, political state of the world.
Yeah, it's called
Right.
Kicking It.
Yeah.
Right. No, yeah, you're so right. And finally, LeBron James can't live without his copy of Air Bud to keep him motivated. Stefan, you know a lot about LeBron James, right?
Why would I know a lot about LeBron James?
Because you're tall
Uh-huh.
and you like Air Bud,
Okay.
and that's it.
All right.
One thing we can't live without is you, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more at Late Night at North Texas. So what's the status on my new talent this season?
Monty's accounted for. Haven't heard anything back from Leno, though.
Yeah, me neither.
That sucks. We start filming in like 2 weeks.
Well, as the boss around here, I say we take the company helicopter, look around. Should find him pretty quickly.
The boss? Stefan, you're not the boss.
Yes, I am. I'm the co-host for this season. That means I'm the boss.
Well, if that's the way it worked, then I'd be the boss because, I'm the host.
No. See, you're the host of the show. That just means you get to sit at the big desk. I'm the co-host. The co stands for company. Therefore, I'm the host of the whole company, aka the boss.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Says who?
Says both me and Naomi.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys in what army?
Well, I'm the
Well,
boss, so.
Well, actually, no, you're not the boss anymore either.
Yeah.
Because
Hey, guys.
What? Hey, Monty.
I want to introduce you guys to somebody. This is Quinn, a team building specialist.
Hi, everyone. So excited to get to work with you. All right, team, for the first exercise, we're going to start simple. Trust falls. Okay, let's have the host take the lead on this one. You guys are going to start.
Monty, why is this team building specialist even here? And where did you even find this person?
Well, I saw an ad for an agency that they work under. They send out specialists to corporations like this so that way they can work on team relations and team building. Anytime that we're not celebrating the holidays or interviewing a guest, we're always arguing with each other. This season, I want to change that.
Well, whatever the case, it might not be that easy to change. It's kind of who we are.
Well, I'm up for a challenge. Plus, Quinn's the highest rated specialist this company has. If anyone can help this team, it's them.
I'm gonna get a running start.
Let's not do that, maybe. Guys, I can't do this anymore. This is insane.
Do you guys see that? We just frolicked for Pete's sake.
I can barely keep my eyes open.
I don't think we can handle being this nice to each other for this long.
I'm sorry, guys. I really thought this would work. This is unbearable.
We have to do something about this.
You're right. Let's kill them. Glad we're on the same page.
No, let's not kill anybody.
Wait, my second in command is right. We're not killing anyone. Monty is.
What? Why me?
Well, it was your idea in the first place. You gotta take responsibility for it.
He's right. Them's the rules.
You're right. Okay, give me the bat.
Guys, no one's killing anyone. Think, what do employers do when they don't want their employee working for them anymore? They
Make working for them so
bad that the employee
employee
quits.
Woo! This is gonna be great.
Group high five!
Yeah!
Guys, no, you could have just fired me. Well, all I have to say is congratulations.
For what?
This, you all passed. Though you're the most dysfunctional group I've ever had to work with. Turns out all you needed was to come together was a common enemy, and you were able to set your differences aside. My opinion on the matter doesn't matter though. Company heard what happened and I got fired.
Oof, that's rough.
Tough luck.
Yeah, sounds like a skill issue. Anyways, anyone else hungry?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, we've come to the end of another episode, but before we go, we'd like to give it up for Kristen Bigley for joining us tonight.
And we'd like to thank our talented cast for keeping us entertained tonight.
And finally, a humble thanks to all of our viewers, whether on the web or on the tube or right here in Studio A. I'm Cadence Balzan,
And I'm Stefan Talley.
and this has been Late Night at North Texas. Good night.